Ooh.
Hello and welcome back, my beautiful nerds, to another very special edition of a video. Yes, that's right, on this little corner of the internet. Y'all, I am so excited for today's video because I am bringing you a whole new format. If you're just now joining me, hi. My name is Devin. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And on this channel, I try to be better by mostly failing. And I also tend to set themes and objectives for the year. And this year, 2022, is the year of the goddess. Inspired by my time teaching at S Factor, which is a self-described feminine movement program. This year, we are unpacking the good, the bad, and the ugly of all things labeled feminine or for feminines. We asked the question, why is this gendered? Does it need to be gendered? Does it help anyone? And is it so that you can charge me a pink tax? Because if it's about the pink tax, if so, you're gonna have to speak to this little woman. Tip if you want to punch somebody, you don't come up from here. You didn't hear that from me. Anyway, an undercut is always better. Do you know who doesn't have a pink tax policy? Today's sponsor!
It is 8 a.m. on a Thursday, and my cat Bones has already thrown out on my bed. In my bed. In it and on it. Both of those prepositions.
Brooklinen was built to deliver simple, beautiful, high-quality home essentials at a fair price. They're famous for their bedding, but they have washable rugs, home decor, and all sorts of cozy things for sale. I happened to score a new duvet cover, a new set of sheets, and 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 pillowcases. And that's right, I say pillow. I was lucky enough to get the Luxe Hardcore Bundle, which means they put all of those things into one little package that arrives at your door, which is so pretty. It's like a bed makeover in a box. Y'all, I am obsessed with these sheets. Literally, after making my bed, my bedroom looks like an R&B rap music video. I just need a silky pajama set to match and like a fan. And you're in luck because Brooklinen is actually having a sale right now. It's for President's Day, and it lasts until February 23rd. And this means that all of Brooklinen products are 15% off. You don't even need a promo code. You can just log onto their website, boom, 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 beep, beep, boop, 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 pick out whatever you want, check out, and the discount will already be applied. This is actually really cool because Brooklinen doesn't have sales often. So head on over there, give yourself a little bed makeover, create the space and the environment in which you want to PTFO. I mean, look how cute it is. I'm gonna nap so hard, my bed's gonna be offended. Okay. And back to the show. Okay. Now, before we get into the meat of this workout video, we have a little housekeeping. Let's break down on how we're going to do this because I made this video with the intention to create a class-like experience virtually. Wow, I sound like an ad to Masterclass. But hear me out. First off, the music. No hate to any YouTube workout trainers who use royalty-free music in their videos. No hate to that, no shade. However, I personally like, if I'm gonna create a workout video, I want to use my own music. So how I kind of got around this is there is no music in this video, which by itself is going to be a little weird. I have created a playlist for you to play along in conjunction with the video, and it's going to be on Spotify and YouTube. We do each movement for a duration of a song. I create the playlist thusly. However, if you're behind or if the song changes, don't rush through the transitions. Girl, don't do that. Just take your time, enjoy yourself, and go from there. I recommend that you play this video on one device and then stream the playlist from another device. No worries if you have ads, like God help us, not all of us can pay for like the Spotify premium or the YouTube premiums. Go ahead, if the ads come up, take a deep breath, reconnect to your body, reconnect to your breath, and catch up once the video starts again. And trust me when I say I'm not trying to be patronizing or toxically positive. I'm really trying to give your body some positive reinforcement, some flowers. I'm really trying to give your body some flowers. So let her have it. Which brings me to my next thing. I will be calling her throughout the class. But that doesn't mean that you need to identify yourself or your body as a her in order to enjoy this class. I believe that there's his and her energy in all of us. And for the duration of this class, we're just spending some time on this side of the spectrum. The ultra femme, she, her side of the spectrum. Lastly, let me know in the comments how you feel after the class. This is in general, an experiment on this YouTube channel. I cannot talk about how I used to teach S Factor and the S Factor experience and deconstructing and unpacking all of this dogmatic practices that I learned if I don't show you what it's like. And again, I'm trying to extract the good from the toxic situation that was that place. If this is something that you like, let me know. If this is something that you would like to subscribe to and have more in-depth classes, let me know. This class is about 25 minutes long with an addition of a 2-minute song at the end for you to freestyle, to just continue to move and breathe in whatever way that feels good.
In this warm-up, we're not trying to focus on any kind of external goals. We're not trying to get a certain amount of reps in or anything. This is more of an internal experience. Like, do you know where your breath is sitting in your body? Do you feel a burn? What does that burn feel like? Is it more of a simmer or is it an explosion? Can you smell the scent of your shampoo? Do you feel the weight of your own hands on your body? These sorts of things, which I think are important.
All right, y'all, we're about to get started. Just so you know, a lot of this class, I'm going to be prompting you to actually close your eyes or have them in a soft focus. I just find that this helps people get more in touch with their bodies. Kind of the same idea as like when you close your eyes meditating. The props you'll need for this class is a yoga mat and maybe a couple pillows. Pull up the playlist wherever you're listening, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, y'all, as you arrive, let your eyes slowly close. If you have your hair up on a ponytail or in a tight bun, you might want to consider taking that down. And you're going to join me in a cross-legged seat at the center of your mat. Roll your shoulders, drop your chin, do what you need to do to arrive. I like to massage my thighs up and down. It's just relaxing. Do the thing that makes you feel at home in your body. And eventually you're going to join me with your hands on top of your knees, and you're going to start to lean across your legs, almost as if you're showing off a fabulous necklace or your décolleté. And you're going to lean so far over your legs, so far, it's going to cause you to move back the other way. And when you do, you're going to undulate your spine, almost as if someone were pushing against your belly button, right? And pushing your spine back so it creates this nice arch in your back. And as you lean backwards, you're going to lean over your sits bone so far it causes your knees to bubble up to the ceiling like champagne. And once you get to the peak of that stretch, you're just going to come back to the front again. These are called seated waves, and you're just letting your back, your spine undulate like a wave crashing down on the shore. Peek at me if you need to. But honestly, it's not about right or wrong in this class. It's about finding what feels good in your body. You might notice that I'm moving really slow. You might notice that the tempo of this song is really slow. Again, all of that is intentional. We are shedding whatever external expectation has been placed onto our bodies and finding our own rhythm that feels good. And from here, don't let me rush you, but the next time you tip all the way backwards, you're going to start to find a circle, threading the backwards and the forwards with a nice rib cage circle. Literally imagine that you are carving out the insides of a barrel with your rib cage, and everything below your rib cage is just stuck in cement. You're letting your upper back, your shoulders, your mid-back to slowly circle around this way and that. Good. And when you circle all the way to the back, let your chin drop to your chest so you feel that nice stretch in the nape of your neck. Good. I want to invite you to pause wherever you feel the most amount of yum. You know what I mean. where that stretch just kind of feels like it's opening up a dusty, cobwebbed corner in your body. Take a deep breath. Where's your breath sitting right now in your body? Is it on top of your chest? Is it in your belly? Is it in your pussy? And continue to find that circle. Maybe your hands start to drift off your knees, running down your inner thighs. Maybe you switch directions in that circle, evening out that reach in the opposite direction. Again, keeping your hips stuck in cement, your sits bones glued to the mat. Take a second to check in with your senses here. What can you smell? Can you smell your shampoo, your body wash? What can you feel underneath your fingertips? The texture of your clothing? Can you taste anything on your lips? All of these little cues, although they may be subtle, bring us into our body even more, which is the goal. And don't let me rush you, but the next time you circle all the way over your lap, go ahead and crush. Go ahead and fold in half, reaching your arms across the floor. Feel the difference in temperature underneath your palms. Feel that nice stretch radiating from your low back all the way up. Maybe drop your head and arch your spine, and then maybe lift your chin and press your belly into your legs. Once again, getting that undulation in your spine, just from a very small and subtle place. Take a deep breath and feel the fullness of your belly press into your thighs. That's some radical softness, and that's what we're here to explore today. Slowing down and just literally taste testing our own radical softness, taking away any judgment or expectation that we may have placed on our bodies. We're not going to count reps here. We're not going to work out for a set amount of time. That's not the goal. The goal here is to just sink your brain into your body, to be obsessed with yourself and what you're feeling for a second. And the next time you take a deep breath and you notice that song leaving the room, slowly start to drag your hands all the way up across the floor onto your body, rising all the way up. And here's the challenge. I'm going to ask you to put some pressure into your palms and drag them over your legs, your thighs, and your hips. Good. Hell yeah. Your right hand is going to come over to the right, and you're going to reach, sweep your left arm up and over your head, almost as if you're painting a horizon over your body. Feel that nice side body stretch. Hell yeah. Ooh. And when you're ready, you're going to let that left arm circle behind your back. So you're rolling your shoulder back and switching so that your left hand comes down on the ground and your right arm paints that horizon up and over your head. And now where we're going is we're just going to get that spinal circle into our wingspan. So I want you to imagine that there's something precious sitting in your lap, like a disco ball or a baby or something, and you're going to circle your upper half over that precious item in your lap, putting some space between your chest and your legs, letting your head and your shoulders be like the branches of a willow tree. So you're tracing a circle around your body with your fingertips and your hands, really languishing in that side body stretch as you circle all the way back, opening your shoulders, letting your head go, letting your hair cascade down your back. When you circle around, feel the intimacy of circling around your body, letting your hair cover your face if it's long. Maybe smelling the product. Whatever we put our attention on thrives. So in the next series of minutes, the next series of songs, we're just intentionally placing our attention inside on what we're feeling and what's underneath our fingertips, the taste on our lips. All these things are going to become incredibly important and meditative. Let that song sink into your skin as you take a deep, deep breath. Experiencing that opening and that closing. And as that song eventually fades from the space, don't let me rush you, you're going to take your final circle around. And eventually your right hand is going to come down onto the mat. And as it does, you're going to start to slide all the way to the side, onto your side body, uncrossing your legs. And you're going to bend your bottom leg, bend your knee, and cross it right in front of your body. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some side body leg swims. So maybe you want to take a second and just land like I did, letting your hand come up and down the curve of your side body. Feel the softness of your belly. Maybe go ahead and cup your breasts, your chests a little bit. And then eventually you're going to place one hand down in front of your sternum, keeping your hips square, perpendicular to the earth beneath you. And you're going to let your top leg swim out and around your body. Swimming that leg almost as if you're moving it through honey or molasses. If you feel strong enough, you can get your bottom leg involved too, but that takes a lot of balance and a lot of abdominal and oblique strength. So take it slow. Let's do things from a place of love, allowing ourselves to be beginners as long as we need to. And we're just going to swim our legs out to the side. Engage your core by pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Imagine that you're giving yourself a massage from the inside out. And you're going to keep that top leg, for the most part, in the same plane. So let your knee stay in the same plane as your hip, and your leg and your ankle in the same plane as your knee. Eventually, you're going to let your legs continue to swim and pull you onto your back. So from here, I'm in what I call a prance. Honestly, is just lying on your back and imagining that you are riding a big invisible bicycle. And you're just letting your legs reach all the way out across the room. That's it. There you go. That's it. Keep your lower back glued to the mat. And eventually your opposite leg is going to cross over your body, and you're going to give yourself the twist out of bed you wish you had gotten today. Squaring off your hips, taking all the time you need to get situated. Stay invested in that sound, stay invested in that feeling as you continue to prance that opposite leg now, that top leg, in the opposite direction. Relax your jaw and pull your attention now to where it burns. Pull your attention to where you feel the effort. Maybe place your hand there, maybe lightly scratch and massage at that muscle. And I invite you to slow down your movement even more. Go at half speed. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ah, yeah. Sometimes I hit my butt a little bit. Sometimes I give myself a little love tap on the ass. It helps. Hey, hey, hey. That song is going to start to fade from the room, and as it does, you're going to slowly twist back onto your back with your legs continuing to swim through that imaginary molasses. Let your hands massage your jaw, let them come up and dig in the, let your fingers come up and dig themselves into your clothes, into your hair, keeping your eyes closed or in soft focus, whatever's comfortable. And take a deep breath, relax your jaw. Heyo. This next song might be a little familiar to you. And I invite you to bring your attention to your lower back. Okay, we're going to press our lower back into the mat, which causes our hips to tilt up, right? Engage your core and pull your knees in towards your face. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Good. And we're going to come into something called single leg switches. So you're going to put one knee in towards your face and extend your opposite leg out. And then switch. Find different rhythms that feel good. Okay? Stay in your body. Keep moving. Keep switching your knees. Inhale one in, exhale, press it out. Imagine that your legs are darts here and you're just shooting them straight across the room. That's good. Keep those head, neck, and shoulders lifted. If you need to place a hand behind your head, go for it. So from here, I'm extending my legs out straight and I'm going to find that switch and a prance. Good. Keep those head, neck, and shoulders lifted and feel where the burn is in your belly. Maybe place a hand there. Hop straight into the fire. That's your body building strength. If it's burning, that means it's working. Good. And notice the slower you move in your abdominals, the more you feel that burn. Yeah, so don't be afraid to take it slow. Good. And then from here, you're going to let your legs find a little tap, tap switch. So you're going to grab onto your calf or your thigh and find a little tap, tap switch. Now be careful with this move because you want to make sure that your head, neck, and shoulders stay off the mat, right? But you also want to make sure that you're not rocking side to side. You're staying rooted into the ground through your lower back. Good. And as that song exits, pull your knees in towards your chest. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders down on the ground. Hello, attitude. There you go. Good. And shake your head no. Nod your head yes. You did it. That was like 2 minutes of abs. Nonstop. Hell yes, sis. You did it. And I just want you to let it all go. Relax back down onto your back. And we're going to twist onto our bellies, but I invite you to take your time, babe. Ooh, make the rest of the world wait for you, love. Good. And as you arrive onto your belly, bend your knees. Maybe look back at it for a second. Hey. And you can readjust on your mat if you spill off of it, but sometimes I just like to make myself into like a mess, a puddle on the floor. And from here, you're going to bend your knees behind you and place your hands right underneath your shoulders. And we're going to experiment with lifting our ass and our pelvis up first. So engage your core and imagine that someone is pressing against your belt line, pushing your belly up first. Your hips up to the sky, maybe your legs play behind you. Again, peek at me at the screen if you need to, but you're doing a great job. You're killing it. Good. So once you got the hang of that, we're going to find that circle once more, getting that 360 effect. So you're going to reach your ass up to the sky, engaging your core all the way up and let your hips drift over to the right. So far, they come back down to the ground. And you're going to press your pelvis across the mat to the other side and circle all the way back up. And maybe you're feeling a little feisty and you want to rise all the way up. And all you do in order to do that is to put your body weight into the heels of your hands and push yourself backwards. Okay, so let's try that a couple times. This is called a cat pounce. And it's just lifting your pelvis up first, dragging your breasts, your chest across the mat, and pushing yourself all the way up. And so you can switch back and forth from coming up onto your knees or finding those little circles back and forth, letting your hips circle over to the right, so far that they drift down towards the ground. And it's almost as if you're creating a horizon, once again, with your ass. And when you want to come all the way up, push the earth away from your body and push into your knees, your ass behind you, lifting your hips up. Good. If you want to come back down, you're just going to reach across the ground with your arms, your fingertips, and drag your belly, your heart center, across the mat. I dare you to get a little messy here. I dare you to dig your fingers into your hair. Again, find what feels good in this moment. Take the pressure off yourself. Feel how intimate it is to let your ass, your pelvis drive the movement. It's naturally erotic to let the lower half of you lead. So take a second and drink that in as the song fades from the space. And the next time you push your hips all the way up, we're going to come into a tabletop position. Crawl yourself there if you need to. Take your time. We're going to arch our spines up to that scaredy cat position, and as we do, we're going to let our head drop. Once again, letting our hair cover our faces. Inhale, belly drop down into cow pose. Good. So cat-cow, just moving back and forth for a bit. And then we're going to accentuate, drawing out this cat-cow. You're going to walk your hands outside your mat just a little bit. And then walk your hands a little forward. Press your body in front so that your hips are a little bit in front of your knees. And you're going to bend your elbows, lowering your chest down to the ground. And then eventually on your exhale, push back up into that scaredy cat position. So these are kind of called stripper push-ups. And what we're doing is we're just elongating that cat-cow pose into a push-up. So as you come into your cow and you take that deep inhale, bend your elbows, lower your chest down into a hover over the mat. Exhale, press the earth away from you into that scaredy cat position. Now, here's the kicker. Slow it down. Slow it down. You might feel your arms start to shake a little bit. That's good. The shake is proof that your body is building strength. So let her shake, let her tremble, let her vibrate with all that energy. Let that song echo around the walls in your room. Take a deep breath. Inhale down, exhale. Start with the belly, pulling that belly button in towards your spine, arching it and coming all the way back down. Good. Give yourself one or two more of these. Maybe lingering at the bottom if you need a little extra challenge. Good. And that song may change, and if it does, take your time, replacing your hands to the top of the mat so you can drag them all the way to your body as you arrive onto your knees. Now, if you have pillows nearby, this may be a good time to put pillows in between your ass and your heels. If you don't have pillows, no worries. We're just going to take this from our knees. So we're going to play with the tilt of our pelvis just for a second. So engage your core, tilt, scooping your pelvis in your body, pressing your abs in, scooping your pelvis up, in and up. Inhale, take that in the opposite direction. So you're going to let your ass reach all the way behind you, pressing your chest out. Good. Do that a couple times. Damn, this song is good. And then guess what? You guessed it. We're going to find that in a circle, that backwards and forwards, that tilt in our pelvis. We're going to find that in a circle. So I want you to imagine that you're grinding your sits bones into your heels, circling your hips around your heels. Let that song and its slow tempo inform your movement. Maybe it slows it down. Maybe you move against the bass, the rhythm. Maybe your hands start to creep all over the landscape of your body. It's just you and me, babe, in this room right now. Let yourself get a little touchy-feely. Press your hips out against any walls, any expectations that you might have put on them. Anything from tight jeans that you've put yourself into. Good. Yeah, and I invite you, as you find these circles, to really take up space with your body. Beautiful. Keeping your hips on your heels, rolling your shoulders back. And eventually we're going to find up and downs with your hips reaching all the way back, little lifts and back down. Now scoop your belly and find it in the opposite tilt. Good. Peek at me if you need to, but you're killing it right now. Where's that burn live in your body? That's beautiful. That's it. Good. Keep the playlist going. Keep your hips circling. My voice, my cues are going to start to disappear. And I want you to take this song just to do you, just to move, to dance, to meditate. Let your body go. Find what feels good. So how was that? Let me know. Here I am, narrating in my sexy little ASMR voice over here, just like this. Let me know how that was for y'all. I literally do something like this, movement like this, every other day. Feels good. This is how I warm up before I do pole. And by the way, this is a very beginner workout. Try this a couple times, see how you like it. And if you like more of these videos, we'll continue to build on these skills. There's so many other floor movements I can teach you, but right now it's all about getting connected to what you feel and your sense of pleasure, because if it doesn't look like you're enjoying yourself when you do this kind of stuff, it just looks like you're hitting the beats. So breathe and find the pleasure before you try to execute anything.